Want to learn how to write an ebook for beginners? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to write an ebook for beginners step by step so you know the steps to self-publish a book online. Hey, it's your girl Steph Rodness, founder and CEO of Godlywood Girl, creator of the Godlywood Girl Author Toolkit, and my purpose in life is to empower you with the resources you need to achieve your purpose in life. So align with that purpose. Today's Godlywood Girl video is sponsored by the Godlywood Girl Author Toolkit, my brand new online course that shows you how to write and self-publish your own Christian book online. Sis, I show you how to write and self-publish your own prayer journal, daily devotional, a nonfiction book, and planner. So make sure you click the link in the description box to get the Author Toolkit right now before it's gone, baby girl. You don't want to miss this. And if you're ready to learn how to write and self-publish a book as a beginner, grab your pen and paper, let's dive in. So step number 1 for how to write an ebook as a beginner is to discover your niche. A niche just refers to the segment of the market that you are serving with your ebook. There's this great saying in sales that if you market to everybody, you sell to nobody. Every single audience needs a different marketing message in order to convey to them the solution that you are providing them. So you want to make sure you're really clear on the niche you're serving with your book, because that's the only way to really create a book that solves a problem that they have. So get really clear on the niche that you're serving. Are you in the self-development niche? Are you in the fitness niche? Are you in the business development niche? Are you a life coach, a dating coach? Are you a financial advisor? What niche are you actually serving with your book? Step number 2 is to do your market research. Now that you know what niche you are in, what problem that you're solving for your book, you want to do market research to find out what people are actually looking for where it comes to that problem. You don't want to write a book just based off of your own gut and your own instincts. I know that as authors, a lot of the time, we really do just want to tell our own stories, but every single book needs to be a clear solution to a clear problem, just like every single business needs to be a clear solution to a clear problem. We can't know what the clear solution is unless we know the clear problem that people are trying to get a solution for. That's what market research is for. Market research allows you to discover what people are looking for, what solutions they're looking for to solve their problems within the niche you've chosen to serve. So make sure you use market research to discover the exact solution people are looking for, okay? If you need help doing this, get into the Godlywood Girl School of Business. I show you how to do market research for free using free resources to discover what people are actively looking for. Step number 3 is to create your outline. Now that you've done the market research and you know the clear solution that people want for the problem that they have, you're going to create an outline that gives them that solution. Now, here's a rule of thumb that I like to use, especially for a self-help ebook, right? You should include your testimony within the solution that you give. So, for example, I wrote a book called The War of Purpose, and the solution that I give to my readers, I help you discover how to achieve your God-given purpose. But as I'm teaching them that solution, which actually ended up being 7 keys of purpose, I am sharing my own testimony of how I learned that solution and how I applied it to my own life to get results. So this is how you can actually use your testimony and your story to help somebody apply a self-development technique that you have created. This is really going to make you unique and stand out from all the other self-development books out there because nobody has your story. Nobody is you. Nobody has had your experiences. So I do recommend creating your outline in a way that solves the problem that you discovered with your market research that people want solved, and also integrates your personal testimony as well. Step number 4, once you have written your outline, now it's time to write the first draft. And a lot of people will just start writing the book without having an outline, but that's the quickest way to get overwhelmed and discouraged and get writer's block. That's why I always recommend having your outline done before you start writing your book, because once you have your outline done, now you know exactly what goes into every single chapter and you can just bang that bad boy out. In the Godlywood Girl Author Toolkit, I show you my step-by-step write it fast system that I use to write books within a few hours. I've written books in 6 hours. I've written books in 2 hours using my write it fast system. So get into the Godlywood Girl Author Toolkit and I can show you that system so you can see how to turn your outline into the first draft of your book fast. Step number 5 is to now copy edit your book. So here's a bad habit that I had when I first started self-publishing books online. I would finish my first draft of my book and then immediately move to publish it. And then after I took all that time to design and put everything together, I would find mistakes and have to go back and redesign the book. It was so frustrating. So I really recommend that you go ahead and copy edit your book before you design it into the final book. I know designing it into the final book is so much fun. I know copy editing editing can be really, really boring if you're me. I mean, for me, I cannot stand copy editing. So I try to avoid it at all costs. But trust me, you're going to be really, really thankful that you spent the time copy editing the book before you took the step to actually design it and publish it. And if you don't want to copy edit your own book, I get it. I don't like doing it either. You can hire a copy editor on Fiverr.com or Upwork.com. These are great resources to find copy editors for a really reasonable price who can do quality work for your book. Step number 6, once your book is copy edited, now it's time to actually publish it. So the first thing we're gonna do, step number 6, is to choose your printer. There are many different print-on-demand book companies online, okay? Many. What that means is that the company doesn't print the book until you have sold the book. So that's what print-on-demand means. It means you don't spend money unless you make money. That's how I actually print my books here at Godlywood Girl. I don't have boxes and boxes of inventory. When somebody purchases from me, I then go to my print-on-demand book printing company and I order the book from them and have it shipped directly to the customer. That's how I run my business. That's how I end up not having to ever touch inventory, and I love it. And it's the blessing of being an entrepreneur in 2020 because you couldn't do this back in the day. So choose your print-on-demand book printer, but keep in mind every printer is different. So you don't want to just design your book and then go choose the printer. Choose the printer first and then design your book based off of their specifications. Every book printer demands different specs. It just is what it is. I don't get it because I feel like it's printing a book, but every printer that I've worked with has had different specs that I had to follow. So choose your print-on-demand company first, get their template, get their outline. Every single reputable book printer will have design templates for you, every single one. They will always tell you what specs that they need. Otherwise, they're not gonna know how to print the book correctly. So choose your print-on-demand book printing company, get their specs, and then that's how you're going to design your book. And if you don't have any resources for print-on-demand book companies, get the Godlywood Girl Author Toolkit. I show you how to use my 2 favorite book printers. I love them so much. So quality. I really, really love them. Step number 7, now that you've chosen your print-on-demand company, you're going to format your book and design it according to that company's specs. You want to follow the specs very, very detailed. I was teaching somebody how to use one of my favorite print-on-demand book companies, and for some reason she did her own thing and then sent her own stuff to the printer and it didn't print well. And I was like, well, you have to design according to their specs because that's how they print the book. That's why they give you the specs in the first place. So don't be like, oh, I'm just gonna do it how I want to. No. Follow the specs of the company. Follow, they're gonna give you guides to follow. They're gonna tell you where the crop lines are. They're gonna tell you where the trim is. If you have bleed, they're gonna tell you what size the spines and the gutter needs to be. They'll tell you all that. So follow those specs. If you don't wanna do it yourself, you can hire you can hire a book designer on Fiverr.com, on Upwork.com for a really good amount of money, like really nice. Like my husband just had his book designed on Fiverr and it was like $110 for like 75 pages. Amazing deal. And the person did an amazing job. Just make sure you give them the specs of the printer. Don't let them guess. Give them the specs of the printer and say, this is what I need you to follow to design my book. Step number 8 is to order the book and approve it. So once you have gone ahead and formatted the book, you're going to go ahead and go to the print-on-demand printer, upload the interior, upload the exterior file, and order a proof. Every print-on-demand company is different. So you want to make sure that the quality that the print-on-demand company gives you is up to your standards as a business owner. If that book does not get printed well, people aren't going to look at the printer. They're going to look at you. And reputation is very important online. So order a proof of the book and make sure you like it. If you don't like it, no worries. There are so many print-on-demand book companies nowadays. Move on to the next one. Do your research, move on to the next one. If you like it, perfect, excellent, you have your book printer. Step number 9 is to go ahead and publish your book, which simply means to make it available for sale. The actual technical definition of publishing is just to make it available for sale. It just means that people can now go and purchase it outside of you calling them on the phone or running their credit card. That's all publishing means. So make it available for sale. You can put it for sale on your own website, which is what I recommend because then you get to keep the majority of the profits. You can put it for sale on Amazon, which is fine. It's just you're not going to get the customer email address once they purchase from you, and Amazon takes a good cut. You can make it for sale on Goodreads and things like that. There's a lot of different places that you can put it for sale. Choose where you're going to list it for sale and go ahead and list it. Step number 10, now that your book is published, it's time to do marketing and promotions. It's very important to know that with any product online, with any business, whether it's Christian or not, you have to do marketing in order to get sales. There's no guesswork, there's no shortcut, there's no magic pill. We have to do marketing in order to get sales in our business. So design a marketing and promotion strategy for your book. Don't just hope that your book is going to sell. Actually get out and get strategic about how you're going to do marketing for your book, okay? And if you need help with marketing, get into the Godlywood School of Business, where I show you how to do Instagram, Facebook, influencer marketing, blogging, YouTube marketing, Twitter marketing, girl, the whole nine. So get into the School of Business, check out the Marketing and Traffic Toolkit, and design your marketing strategy. So that's it for this video on how to write an ebook for beginners and how to self-publish your book step by step. If you have any questions, comment below, let me know. And if you want me to show you how to do these things step by step, make sure you get into the Godlywood Girl Author Toolkit. That's what I show you how to do, sis. I show you how to write and self-publish your own prayer journal, your own daily devotional, your own nonfiction self-help book, and your own planner. So make sure you get into the Godlywood Girl Author Toolkit. And if you're not ready to self-publish, but you want something to kind of keep you on track, make sure you get the free Write Your Book checklist by clicking the link in the description box below. And finally, if you're not already subscribed to the Godlywood Girl YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscription button. My goal for this channel is for it to be the #1 resource for every woman of faith who wants to live her greatest purpose for Christ as a Christian entrepreneur. So if that's you, hit that subscription button, and God willing, I'll see you at Godlywood Girl. Hey love, thanks so much for watching this video on my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button and click the subscribe button so you can get brand new videos that Godlywood Girl releases. My mission with the Godlywood Girl YouTube channel is for it to empower at least 5 million women of Christ to get unstuck, stop feeling frustrated, and start living God's greatest purpose for their lives. So if you want to join that movement, make sure you click the link below to join me in the Godlywood Girl School of Purpose, where I literally teach you how to start living God's greatest purpose for your life step by step. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.